power-hungry employee. Doesn't know I'm the boss. I co-owned a computer shop with my best friend. As our business grew, handling in-store repairs and external jobs became overwhelming. We decided to hire someone for the front desk. Unfortunately, I was on vacation when my partner brought on a new employee, a woman I'll call Power Mad Bev, PMB. I trusted his judgment, so this wasn't an issue. After my trip, I had to handle some out-of-town work for a big client, which kept me away for 2 more weeks. I hadn't met PMB yet. On my first day back, my partner began his vacation. I walked into the shop and said, "Hi, you must be—" But PMB cut me off, snapping, "I don't care who you are. What do you need? I don't see a computer. What are you here for?" "Excuse me?" I said, caught off guard. "What do you want?" "I'm busy opening the store," she barked. "I don't think you understand who I am," I tried to explain. She smirked. "Greg, the boss, is on vacation, so you're nobody important." "Oh, really?" I replied. "You know I could have you out of a job in an hour." She scoffed. "Yeah, right. I know the owner personally. He wouldn't fire me." "Interesting," I said. "I doubt he'd want you treating people like garbage. But sure, call him." I pulled out my phone and dialed my partner. "Hey, sorry to bug you on vacation, but we got an employee issue. PMB was rude when I walked in. I tried introducing myself, but she wouldn't let me finish." I handed her the phone. I couldn't hear the talk, but later my partner told me, he said, "I'm fed up with your high and mighty attitude. If you can't treat people better, you're not fit for this job. You were awful to the co-owner. Pack your things. You're done." After she returned the phone, I said, "So, PMB, you get paid Friday, right?" She nodded. "Great. I owe you about $5 for the half hour you wasted today." I typed up her termination papers in 10 minutes while she sobbed in a chair. "Thanks, and don't let the door hit you on the way out." I handed her a $5 from the register and pointed to the exit. We never saw her again. From the comments, it's clear some of you have never run a business. That's fine. Now, you don't have to believe me. Crazy things happen when you're the boss. I'm not just staff, I'm the owner. About a year ago, I opened 2 niche hobby stores, catering to a male-dominated crowd, mostly older, wealthy guys driving fancy cars. I'm a 30-year-old woman, petite, and covered in tattoos. One day, a customer I didn't recognize walked in. Apparently, he'd been helped by one of my male managers before. I greeted him with a smile. "Hey, how's it going?" He just grunted. "No big deal. Some folks like to browse quietly." I worked on some orders at my computer while he wandered, visibly growing annoyed. I asked, "Looking for something specific?" He glared, paused, then growled, "Where's your manager?" I've been in retail 15 years, so I'm used to rudeness, but his tone suggested he didn't think I was in charge. "I'm the only one here today. What can I help you with?" "No, I want the guy in charge. I'll wait," he said condescendingly. "Sir, I am in charge. What do you need?" "No, where's the man who helped me last week? We were discussing a project, and I want to talk to him about an order." Getting annoyed, I said, "Sir, I'm the boss here. I handle orders. What do you need?" He sneered. "He lets you do the ordering." "Sir, we're not getting anywhere. If you'd rather speak to a male employee, come back later, but you're not talking to me, so maybe another time is best." This set him off. His face turned red, and he stepped toward me, fuming. I'm only 5 feet tall, but stood my ground. He demanded my boss's number. Realizing I hadn't been clear enough, I started, "I'm the owner." But he cut me off. Being ignored and interrupted are my pet peeves, and he'd hit both. I handed him my business card and walked away. He called the number, and my phone rang. I answered. "Thanks for calling, store name, and this is the owner," staring him down. Petty? Maybe, but his shocked, red-faced expression was worth it. He stormed out and never returned. Still makes me laugh. Fastest hire and fire in history. Just hours ago, I learned about this fiasco over coffee. I don't recall the guy's name, but local staff knew him from the area. He came to our family-run business, saying John recommended him for an interview. I let him in and took him to our office manager. We do everything in person, not online. While I made coffee upstairs about 15-20 feet away, I overheard his chat with the manager about his experience. He was a bit much, but seemed eager to impress. The manager liked his work history, hired him, and told him to come back to meet the team. Coffee was ready, so I called down, offering the manager and the new guy a cup. The new guy threw a fit, dumping his coffee in the sink because it was too strong, then poured out the whole pot. The manager and I exchanged looks, wondering who'd deal with this. Coffee is our lifeblood in our 24/7 operation, and we all make it the same way. The new guy ranted about how weak coffee has more caffeine and how he'd fix things around here. FYI, lighter roasts have more caffeine. Brewing strength is just taste. I let him make a pot. It looked like pale lemonade. He held it up proudly, and we could see through it. His attitude wasn't just eager, it was obnoxious. The manager warned him to cool it if he wanted the job. He brushed it off, saying we'd learn a lot from him. I snapped, "Want to bet?" He took offense, yelling, "Who the hell are you?" The manager said, "He's the owner, your boss." I looked at the manager. "Half right. No way this guy works for me." Fired in under 15 minutes. We still talk about him years later. I'm not a student, I'm the teacher. Shout out to those mistaken for students after graduating. I started teaching at 27, looking younger than my age, usually in jeans and a blouse or tee. I'd been at the school a month when, during class hours, I was grabbing paperwork and heading to the teacher's lounge. An older man, maybe in his 40s, and stopped me, looking irritated. "Excuse me, young lady, why aren't you in class?" I'm not a student, I'm—" "Like hell you are. I've seen you with the older kids. Get to class now." "Sir, I'm a teacher. I'm new, so you haven't met me." He cut me off. "Stop lying. Go to the office. I'll make sure your parents hear about this, and I expect you in detention tomorrow." I was headed to the office anyway, so I went. My colleagues asked why I was there. Got sent for being out during class hours. "Also, can you call my parents? That guy expects me in detention." They burst out laughing. The next day, they sent me to detention for fun. I brought grading work. The man who sent me there looked smug seeing me, but then a colleague came in, announcing theatrically, "Meet our new teacher." His face was priceless. He never sat with me at lunch after that. Hope you enjoyed these stories. If you missed the last I Don't Work Here episode, it's linked. Catch you in the next one, and subscribe if you haven't.